A very, very good evening, everybody. How are we? It is Wednesday night. It is time to do Football Mastermind. So, without further ado, it's not quite the two Roddies. It's the Nick and Nick show tonight. Nick Gillard, welcome, mate. How you doing?
I'm very well, thanks, Nick. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks, Nick. If anyone in chat can just say that they're hearing Nick clearly, I'm sure you're hearing me clearly because I bought a new microphone after Saturday's mess. But let me just say hi to everyone that is in chat. Wade is saying the Nick and Nick show. Nick, obviously, Nick Gillard, you're here as well. Thanks for being in chat, Nick. Angles Dan. For Nick, he's excited. For Nick, not QPR. No one gets excited for Queens Park Rangers, not even Queens Park Rangers fans. Is that right, Nick?
It's actually spot on there, yeah.
Are you going to stand for that?
Yeah, he's a good lad, really.
Well, Dan said he grew up in Leeds but moved to Harrow at 15. Well, it's funny that Dan moved to Harrow because I was actually born in Harrow. I went to school in Harrow. So Dan and I have trodden the same pavements. I remember the good plays at Loftus Road back in the day. Ingrid, Aussie chick. Good evening, or good morning to you, Ingrid. How you doing? John Kerr. Great to see you, John. Angles Dan saying, Nick has suited up appropriately, I see. Lovely stuff. Well, you know I always try and wear the colours of my guests' team. I couldn't find anything with hoops. So I thought I'd put the Adidas shirt on, which is as close to hoops as I could get. How about that? Blue and white. James Green, good you made it. Thanks, James. Perfect, says Dan. Right, Nick, here we are. We are on a Wednesday night. Are you regretting the day that you messaged me and said, Nick, I'll do quick QBR?
Absolutely.
Well, after Ben Robbins' super performance in the last round, 22 points he got. That was absolutely amazing. So, but
that's going to be a tough act to follow, that, isn't it?
I am quietly confident because I do look at chat. I might not be able to respond to all the chat, but when we're doing the football masterminds and I'm asking the questions, quite often I see your name pop up with the right answer. So I think you've got a lot of football knowledge. So if I was a betting man, I think you're going to do very, very well tonight.
We'll see.
Drew, welcome, Drew. Great to see you. Angles Dan went to Whitmore, then on to St Dominic's. Well, I was at Whitmore. Before it was Whitmore, it was called Lascelles because it's in Lascelles Avenue. And so I went to Whitmore High School as well, but probably many, many years before you, Dan. So yes, small world. We went to the same school together. How about that? The boy from Leeds went to the same school as the Hammer. Right, anyway, shall we stop? Well, not stop chops in, Nick, obviously. But shall we play a little bit of Golf Clash? Because that's what we're here for, as well as a little bit of golf.
Okie dokie.
So I'm going to nip into my app, play golf with friends. Now, I'm looking for... Which is your account that you've got with me online?
It should be just under Nick Gillard, I think. Oh no, it'd be that Geezer 2 one.
Geezer 2. I was looking for something to do with Baldrick.
Oh yeah, well that came later when I started up the accounts after Geezer 1 and Geezer 2. I got bored with that, so I started on characters from Blackadder.
Proper geezer. Tony Robinson, what a character he was.
Indeed.
Ben Kennedy, good luck, Nick and Nick. Thanks, Ben, much appreciated. And Dan is saying awesome, presumably that we was at the same school together. Right, we're going to go a little bit of tour 2 here, Nick, because I need some extra mile cards because I really needed an extra mile 9 in that last tournament and I only got extra mile 8.
Okay.
So I've emptied out all my chests and we're going to go T2. Are you ready to show me how your APOC 10 gets on against an EMA?
I haven't played. Is it Juniper Point? I haven't played Juniper Point for a long time.
Well, that's the whole point of it, isn't it? It's just a little bit of fun. Right, I've only got a marlin on. So are we going to send this to green? with my super curl that I've got with an EM8. Let's set that up about there, shall we? Here we go. Now, have you appeared on anyone's stream before?
No.
Not even not even playing.
No, never done it live before.
So you've not been on a stream where you've played against someone while they're streaming?
No, not even in, when Ben's done it, hasn't he? When he does his friendlies and that. But no, I've never done it, no.
Okay, so this is your first shot on live YouTube streaming.
Indeed it is.
With your Thor's Hammer 6. Now, I don't want to make you nervous, but the whole world is watching.
It's whether I can cope with this wind, Nick. It's a bit strong, isn't it?
That is a bit gusty. 2.3 mile an hour. It's a bit gusty.
Let's see what we can get with it.
Look at that. I stayed nice and quiet for you.
Thank you.
Was that perfect?
It was, but I didn't put enough curl on it.
Oh, that's all right. That's fine. Angles Dan agreeing this was not a cunning plan, Mr. Gillard. Very good, Dan. Very good. Martin Pendry. How you doing, Martin? Great to see ya. Right, how many rings is a Malibu at Min? It ain't gonna be much, is it?
10%.
Plus it's uphill. I'm not even gonna put it outside the cup. I'm gonna put it to about there, I think. And a great right means it's gonna miss right. There we go. John Aitken. Evening, sir. How you doing, John? There's a good Arsenal fan there, Mr. Aitken. Andy Lysett, in comes the villains. Good luck, Gillars. Up the oops, he's saying.
Oh, it's just the one with the ridiculous. I probably won't. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, look at this.
No, I picked this up off watching Ben Kennedy with JBTV. So I'm not even gonna really adjust that. I'm just gonna have a go.
Just hit perfect.
Oh yeah, that's easier said than done.
Here we go. Has he got the funnel? Has he got the funnel?
Whoa!
Oh, it's missing low. Missing low. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky.
No worries.
Right, let's just pop that one in the hole. And as a special hello to Martin Pendry, I've just played him his Stevie Coppell moment, Nick.
As famous as not short in line.
That's the one. There we go. We are in. Shared in 3. See, it's not that bad playing live on stream, is it? You don't even realise you're doing it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just sort of like a bit nerve-wracking doing it for the first time, I think.
Oh, this is going to be fun now. I don't even know what club we're going to use. John's just watching the Scums v Saints on TV. Just got back from his son's football training. Don't play anymore, but thought I'd watch for a bit. It's nice of you, John. Thank you, mate. We're only going to be playing about 4 or 5 Golf Clash friendlies. Then it's going to be Football Club Mastermind. It's Nick's going to be answering questions tonight on Queens Park Rangers FC. So it's basically a quiz, but just to start off with a few Golf Clash friendlies just to ease everybody in. Is that going in or is that going low? Oh, it's going low and hot. I can't remember what I've got in my bag. Have I got Grizzly or Goliath on. I've got Goliath on. Okay. So, can I do it that way? Let's go full beans. And you watch this be too hot. Full beans with a Goliath. How about that?
Go for it.
But we'll see. That's going to be far too short. Yeah, it's too short, but I don't know if it's enough.
Yeah, that's one.
Martin Pendry says he hates Stevie Coppell with a passion. I'm sure Stevie Coppell loves you to bits, Martin. Right, we'll do a rematch. Nick, we'll do a rematch.
Okay.
What got you into Golf Clash? Was it a mate? Was it a family member or?
Yeah, we went down to see family, not family, good friends of ours down in Luton actually, and it was just after the 2018 World Cup, and I didn't really play it that seriously for very long, and just put it to one side, but then picked it up again probably around about middle of 2019, I suppose, when I first started playing it more seriously.
Okay. So did you get any like hints and tips off your mates? Did you, or was it literally just pick it up and try yourself?
Yeah. I'll let you play your shot.
No, that's all right. Don't worry about my shot.
Yeah. So what I did was I started playing it a bit more seriously, and like a lot of people, I just couldn't understand what people were doing when they were moving the screen around.
Right.
So I thought, well, I'll Google it and see what comes up. And like many people, Golf Clash Tommy came up on the screen, and so I started watching from there, really.
And then you started getting the addiction.
Yes, yeah, very much so, yeah.
Which happens to us all.
Yeah, I started getting a bit more addicted to it and set up a second account. Was watching sort of a few more streams, and yeah, it is so addictive, and I've got a very addictive personality anyway, Nick. So yeah, it didn't take long before the second account got set up, and then I think when lockdown started, that's when I started doing more accounts and playing it a lot more. And I think I watched you with Ben Kennedy.
All right, okay.
He was on your stream, wasn't he?
He was, yes.
And so I started following yourself and Ben as well. When Ben was at about 100 subscribers, I think it was.
Yeah.
When I first started watching Ben, and yeah, it just went from there really. And yeah, I just really enjoy it. It's such a great game.
It's a very frustrating game.
It's definitely that.
Especially shots like that where it's such a glitchy green and the ball guideline. You think if I'm online, it's there. If I'm slightly off, it's either through the green or short.
Yeah, I know. And this is a bad one as well, isn't it?
John Aitkins saying there's only one good thing about Luton, and that's the road out of there.
Yeah.
Kevin Torres, good luck, my friend. Thanks very much, Kevin. Much appreciated. Great to see you here.
This is horrible. I wonder if I can try this.
Yes, well, of course, having been born in Harrow myself, and then moved at a reasonably youngish age to Hemel Hempstead. Obviously, we weren't too far away ourselves because you're a St Albans boy, aren't you?
Yes, I am born and bred. Yeah, and yeah, I lived there for 24 years.
And St Albans, a place I know very, very well.
Why do you know St Albans so well, Nick?
Well, through history, going to the cathedral, obviously it's full of Roman ruins, and I used to play quite a bit of golf there at Verulam Golf Club.
Oh yeah, I know it well. My father was a member there for a long time.
Great course that was, and I believe that Verulam Golf Club, St Albans, was the first course ever used in the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
because I think Samuel Ryder whether he come from St Albans or was in or around that neck of the woods, but Verulam Golf Club was the first ever course used for the Ryder Cup. How about that for a bit of local knowledge?
I think that was about 1927, wasn't it?
Yeah, Paul Dillon's agreeing with the Luton comment.
Yeah, Luton really doesn't get a good reputation, does it? I did live there for 5 or 6 years. It really wasn't that bad.
Well, Paul, as you'll see from the Mastermind schedule, will be coming on in a few weeks answering questions on Watford, so hence his dislike of anything Luton.
Well, yeah, in that case, yeah, absolutely.
Ginger, Geordie, Golf Clasher, Scotty, good evening, mate. Great to see you, Scott.
They are not the best of friends.
JBTV. JB, Jimmy, how you doing? Great to see you, Jimmy. Thanks for stopping by. You probably won't understand anything about the football, but it's good to see you here anyway, mate. Did they change the wind? I believe they're changing it for Monday, Kevin. I believe that on Monday you'll be able to go in and practice a hole prior to playing on the tourney, and it'll be the same wind. Dodgy 17th hole, says Paul. What's that at Verulam, Paul? Because Paul is a very good golfer as well, Nick.
Yeah, the 17th is a really short par 3, and you play over the road onto the green. Yeah, from a quite high elevation.
Yeah, I think the last time, I think Paul's down to about a 4 or 5 handicap, I think.
Well, that's seriously good.
So
well done, Paul.
He is a decent player. And I suppose being a member at Moore Park, he's got to be one, hasn't he, really?
Must give a shout out to Scott as well for his epic performance in the tournament in the BK Golf Clash clan this weekend. He got a gold medal with an account that's played about 50 accounts, and I'm not sure, Scott, was it a 4th or a 5th with the other one, which had played likewise. Very good. Well done.
Are we talking about the Ginger Geordie Golf Clasher?
Yes.
Triple G.
Triple G.
Scotty.
He nailed it.
Well done, mate. Let's give Scotty a boom for his gold. And that's ended up going behind the screen, but never mind. But a boom for Scotty anyway. I think my best account, I got a silver in pro. So I was quite happy with that.
Yeah, I got silver in pro as well. Pro 2, so that will now be up into Pro 3, no doubt, and I think that's got about 200 games on it.
Right. Kevin's saying on the tours, so the winds change on the tours all the time, Kevin, all the time. JB, he's not going to understand a word about the football, but he's just going to enjoy the content, Jimmy, ain't you? Just enjoying the good old British accent and the banter. And the bants. You've got to have a bit of bants, Nick, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Right, where are we going with this? Who won that last hole? Do you know what? I didn't even take any notice.
You won it again.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
That's a shame. So what's that? West Ham 2, Rangers 0, yeah?
That sounds familiar. Anything that ends with... I know, was it Billy Connolly did the joke about... He was up until the age of 15. He thought the team were actually called Partick Thistle Nil. I think it was.
Oh look, I've hit a massive great right. That's going to be awful now. Kevin's got it now. Well done, Kev. So, what made you name your ones out of Baldrick? Was it purely because you just love the show? Because obviously we got Toasty that names all of his accounts after the Toast of London programme. So was yours purely just for the love of Blackadder?
Yeah, I got into Blackadder back in when it very first started, which was probably about 1983, I suppose. And at that point, it was, so let's give it a good whack. Up until that point, it was a real cult thing, the first series.
Yeah.
But Brian Blessed was in it, wasn't he? And he was just absolutely hilarious.
You got to love Brian Blessed.
He was absolutely superb in it. And Rowan Atkinson was great. And obviously, they had Tony Robinson in there. And then, like, the world went mad for it when the second series came out, because that had, was it Miranda Richardson played Queenie when they did the Elizabethan one, and then suddenly everyone was watching it. It became really popular. But yeah, I'd got in it right from the very, very start, and so yeah, really, really enjoyed it.
Certainly was a great cult series, as you say.
Yeah, and I think, when they did the fourth one, it was obviously, it was very, very poignant because the series ended, didn't it, when they all eventually, after 6 episodes of him avoiding going over the top, had to go over the top, and of course they were all mown down in about 5 seconds flat, which summed it up really, didn't it? But yeah, there was some classic comedy in there, and I think Ben Elton wrote on it as well, didn't he? And he was superb as well.
He's very, very clever writer.
Very funny. You ever read any of his books, Nick?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't, no. The majority of books that I read tend to be historical content, so I very rarely read anything of the modern era apart from a football programme when I'm at the London Stadium. That's probably the only reading that I do that's quite modern. Everything to me is...
Have you adapted to moving to another ground? Because like I've only ever watched QPR at Lofton. Well, I've obviously watched them away from home, but I've only ever really watched them at QPR. And you've of course gone to another ground now, haven't you?
I don't like it, to be honest.
I
wasn't a fan of moving in the first place, but I suppose with many things, when change comes. Obviously, you had Arsenal that have been at Highbury, it had so much history and that sort of thing. Whether you ask an Arsenal fan whether they enjoy going to the Emirates or not. But for me, I just find that it's got too commercialised now at the London Stadium. They're just trying to pack it in with people that, that aren't really proper football fans, but they can now get a ticket to go and see the football. So... I don't like it. I would much rather be at Upton Park. I can understand the reasons why the owners did it. But to me, it's like we've sold our home and we're now renting a council house. And that's how it feels.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Nice. Can we improve on my poor effort last time?
Well, I got a bit closer there.
Let's try going right there, shall we? See what happens there. That's going to be far too short. Short again! Well done, Nick. Well done.
Thank you very much.
There we go. He's on a roll now. On the march. Right, you want to do another one?
Yeah, go for one more.
Let's crack on, shall we? Gidders, Barry Giddens, welcome, mate. Evening, Nick and Nick. Just popping in during half time in the latest horror show at Tottenham. Well, I haven't got the TV on, so I don't even know what the score is, Gidders. So if you can inform us on what that is. Ben Robbins, good evening, Ben. Evening all. Good luck, Nicks. Ben, mate, you've really laid a score down to beat, so will Nick get to beat your 22 points? We will have to wait and see shortly.
Should we try and send this one all the way down, or shall I play? I've got to play conservatively.
Martin Pendry. Oh, Edmund, can it be true that I hold in my hand a nugget of purest green? That line makes me laugh every time, obviously from Blackadder.
Yeah. That's the one where he said he was wearing, "It is a golden brooch, my lord." And he said, "It looks like you've just sneezed, Percy."
I think John Aiken's agreeing with my sentiments about the London Stadium versus Upton Park. John's saying, "Take me back to Highbury any day of the week." So yeah, I think it's. I think
I've been to a lot of the London grounds. Obviously, like supporting QPR. I went to a lot of them when I was younger, and my uncle, a big Tottenham fan. So he used to take me to Tottenham as well quite regularly.
I must admit, as much as I'm not a lover of, or a great lover of Spurs, obviously being a West Ham fan, you sort of grow up to be taught that way. I am now. I haven't been obviously to their new stadium, but I am quite envious of it. I think it looks superb. I really do.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive, isn't it?
Scotty's saying Arsenal haven't been the same since leaving Highbury. No, but they haven't been the same for a long time, really. Scotty's saying he couldn't imagine the Toon not playing at St James's Park. Now that is a ground. I've been there on a number of occasions. Great place, St James's Park. One of my favourite grounds actually in the country. Now, Gidders is saying, no, it's definitely 1-0. I think Kevin was saying that it's 2-1 in Golf Clash, Barry.
And that is dreadful.
Well, this is the Albi hole, isn't it?
Yeah, I couldn't get the line on it.
This hole in tournaments, if you don't get an Albi here, you walk away rather upset. And you watch. That said, I won't get the Albi now. So we've got to be going about there. And we've got to be coming back to about there. We're going to bring out the Albi Dragon. What do you reckon? Are we bringing out the Albi Dragon?
Could be. Could be.
There you go. But I haven't got the Albi Dragon on this screen. So I'll just give myself a boom.
Lovely shot.
Yeah, this is one of those holes that in tournament play, it is... You know you get holes that are must eagles?
Yeah.
This is one I always call a must alba. Right, come on. Let's do another one.
Okay.
Let's do another one. Are you eager and ready to get on with the football quiz?
Ready for it, yeah. I'm not quite sure eager's the right word, Nick, but
yeah, but I also know you got young Jack there sitting there cheering you on, probably with a laptop in hand, googling all the answers for you.
No.
No, I don't think it wouldn't be time anyway.
No, it's impossible, isn't it? So, right, I'm just going to give this some welly.
Ben R, how Arsenal and Spurs got invited into that debacle of the Super League is beyond me. It boils down to rich clubs and money. It doesn't matter about what their current form is. Could I see the game all the way up there, says Scotty. Well, Scotty, I have been in the away end on quite a few occasions, and I've also been in the home end. I've been in the Gallagate quite a few occasions. And I think the next Football Mastermind actually is with T-Dog, and it is on Newcastle United. And I will actually talk about my day in the Gallagate end. One of the best days of my life, would you believe? With all the Geordie boys. I'm not going to give this too much. Is that going to get through the trees? Yeah, it's got through the trees.
Well done, nice shot.
Angles Dan, I'd welcome us moving from Ellen Road or rebuilding it. Hasn't aged well at the stadium. Where would you like it moved to, Dan? America, so you can watch them? Ben Robbins is saying to Triple G, 3/4 of a mile when I sat in the away end to the opposite goal. Amazing stadium. 3/4 of a mile. It is. Well, my brother actually lived in the flats. There's 3 massive high-rise flats that's up on top of the hill. And they don't quite overlook the ground because of I can't remember which stand it is. It has massive roofs. You can't see into it. I think you can only see the far touch line. You can't see all the way into it. But yeah, my brother lived literally just around the corner from it. So
I've never been there.
I've
never been to Newcastle. It's one I haven't been to.
If you ever get the chance, Nick, I would highly recommend it. It is a great place. The people are absolutely amazing up there. Oh, look at that massive great right. So John Hall stand. That's it.
The only time I ever went up to that neck of the woods when I went to see when Rangers got relegated down into Division 3 or League 1, if you want to call it. I went down there and I went up to Hartlepool.
Oh, Jeff Stelling's boys.
Yeah. Again, we had a really, really good day up there. It was really good fun. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the only one up that neck of the woods I haven't been to is Darlington. I've been to Hartlepool, I've been to Middlesbrough, Newcastle, Sunderland. I haven't been to Darlington. That is
I went to Sunderland. Sunderland's a nice. I mean, I went to Stadium of Light. I've never been to the other one. I think the other one was a bit feisty in the 70s.
yeah, they were a little bit. Right, Ben's saying that he'll miss Goodison, but the new stadium looks boss. Now, I haven't seen a picture of the new stadium, Ben, so you're going to have to send me that. McDilson, welcome, McDilson. If I have missed anyone, I do apologise. Oh, God, here we go. Am I going to be short again? What do you reckon?
No, you'll be fine.
No, we're not going to go short this time. What's the wind adjustment? It's got to be about that, isn't it, surely? Here we go, perfect. That's miles away. Didn't adjust anywhere near enough.
How much did you adjust there? About a ring?
Yeah, about that. Which I thought should be about enough on the Goliath. It was only a 2.2 rings. 2.2 wind, so it's got to be about 1 ring, surely. Dan is saying he saw a good meme about the Super League starting to look like lads' night out before everyone asks the missus if it's okay. Oh, I love it. Great description today. The European Super League is like, that's Andy Lycett, yeah. So obviously the two of them come in at the same time. There we go. Well done, mate. Well done.
There we go. 3-2, respectable.
3-2, a respectable score. Very respectable. Well done, mate. Right, I'm going to exit out of this because you know what's coming up now, don't you?
Indeed, I do.
Right. Okay. So I'm just going to hide down my screen a minute, and what I'm going to attempt to do is to bring up my timer clock, and I'm going to set it down to 1 minute 20 seconds because that is all you get for your 5 general knowledge questions. So now I just need to do
not a long time, is it?
It's not a lot of time, so I just need to do a little bit of jiggery pokery here. So I've got the timer clicking down so I can see it. So I'm going to bring that over there, bring that down there. There we go. So there's the timer on screen for everyone to see. We'll cancel that. I'll then put the phone away over there, and we will get the scorecard. In blue and white. I didn't have to make many changes after Ben's Everton round. So you got your blue and white scorecard there.
No problem.
And the PowerPoint presentation. Here we go. The PowerPoint presentation. Football Club Mastermind 2021. Nick Gillard on general football knowledge. There will be 5 questions, Nick. 10 points in total to get. 1 minute 20-second timer. So you get 2 points for each question. Now, as I say, the time does go quick. If you're not sure, just say pass. If we've got enough time, we'll go back to them. Once you give me your answer you're happy with, if you can just say final answer, I will then mark that down and move on, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
You've seen all this before. Now, at this point, I would say to you, I've received this lovely letter from Queens Park Rangers Football Club. Now, 20 years ago, I probably could have got you the first team to have sung you happy birthday. But now, sadly, I don't know anyone at Queens Park Rangers because they've all left. And the guy that I spoke to in the office over there was a complete knob, really, being quite frank. And so there you go. So no good luck letters from Queens Park Rangers. But I'm sure if they knew that this was kosher, I'm sure they would be wishing you the best of luck.
I'm sure they would.
So I'm sure they would. But it's just a shame that some people ruin the impression of a football club.
I mean, I've made some really good friends at QPR, and the guy that runs the fanzine for them, which is called cunningly a kick up the R's.
Right, yeah.
The guy called Dave Thomas, and top guy, and he reignited my love of QPR when I moved back up north, because he walked into the bank one day and he was wearing a QPR sweatshirt and said that he wanted to open a business account, and I said, how much money do you want to borrow? You can have it. And he thought I was taking the mick because we were in the middle of Nantwich, and he said, you're not a QPR fan. I said, yeah, I am. He said, no, you're not, you can't be. So I had to prove I was a QPR fan to him, and he said, right, who was this and who was that and who was the other? And so I was able to answer a few of his questions until he finally believed me. But I never gave him the money. But we did. Well, I'm a banker after all, aren't I, Nick? But we did strike up a friendship, which has lasted to this day, and I still subscribe to his fanzine.
Well, you are a Queens Park Rangers fan, so you're a proper banker. So yeah. So you subscribe to his fanzine. So what you got to do, you got to write to him and say, watch me on Queens Park Rangers Mastermind, because I am going to smash it.
And I did think about doing that, but then I thought, that could go very badly wrong.
Dan, narrator, it was not a perfect adjustment. I think he's talking about Michael Lyshaw. I'm just catching up on chat here, Nick. Ginger Geordie Golf Clasher, the former owner George Reynolds, who died this week, built a 25,000-seater stadium, but the local council didn't approve the parking, so they could only use one side of the ground. Wow. Well. Angles Dan. I'm sure you can read that comment. Right. Are we ready to stop waffling, Nick? You've got 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock. I will ask you the first question, so you don't need to shout anything out just yet. Once I've asked you the first question, I will then start your 1 minute 20. Okay?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Best of luck, mate. Here we go.
Thank you.
Good luck. Your first question. Harry Kane is currently top of this season's Premier League goal scorers chart. Which 2 players are currently second and third in that table? So I need both players to get the 2 points. So Harry Kane is currently top of this season's Premier League goal scorers chart. Which 2 players are currently second and third in that table? Your time starts now.
I don't know because I don't follow it. I'll have to have a guess at Danny Ings from Southampton, and after pass on the other one, say Greenwood from Fernandes from Man United. Final answer.
Okay. Question 2. Which Portuguese side did Cristiano Ronaldo start his professional career with?
Um,
43 seconds.
I'll go Benfica.
Question 3. Chelsea beat Manchester City 1-0 in the FA Cup semi-final on Saturday. Name the goal scorer.
I have to come back to that.
Question. After last night's results, which club are currently top of League 2? 15 seconds.
I'll go Cambridge.
Question 5. Who is the current manager of France? Who's the current management of France's national football team? 3 seconds.
Didier Deschamps.
There we go. Didier Deschamps just in time. Well done, Nick. See, it wasn't that bad, was it?
That was awful.
It wasn't that bad, mate. Trust me. So you stayed nice and calm. You managed to answer them all in the time allotted. Angles Dan is coming out with Sporting Lisbon. Interesting. Okay. Shall we see how you got on, though, Nick?
I would imagine a big fat 0.
Is that what you think? Okay.
Yep.
Let's find out, shall we? Right, question 1. Harry Kane is currently top of this season's Premier League goal scorers chart. Which 2 players are currently 2nd and 3rd in that table? Well, you did get Bruno Fernandes, so well done for that. The other one was Mo Salah from Liverpool.
Okay.
So, but unfortunately, 0 points there. Question 2. Which Portuguese side did Cristiano Ronaldo start his professional career with? It wasn't Sporting Lisbon, as Dan said in chat. It was Sporting Braga. So Braga was the answer there. So no points there. Question 3. You passed, but we didn't get time to go back to it. Chelsea beat Manchester City 1-0 in the FA Cup semi-final on Saturday. Name the goal scorer. It was Hakim Ziyech. So no
Nick,
yeah.
Even if I'd known the answer, I wouldn't have even mentioned it. You know that, don't you? You don't seriously expect me to answer a question about them.
Yeah, well, Chelsea aren't really your main rivals, are they?
Let's not go there.
I thought Brentford were.
Let's just not go there.
Right, let's move on to question number 4. After last night's results, which club are currently top of League 2? The answer is Cambridge United. Well done, mate. You've got your first points on the board. Let's everyone give Nick some booms. He's got 2 points on the board. Well done, mate.
Hooray.
Let's give Nick some booms in the chat. Well done. But did you get question number 5 right? Let's have a look. Who is the current manager of France's national football team? You said Didier Deschamps. The correct answer is Didier Deschamps. Well done, mate. Another 2 points.
Well, I don't know where I dragged that from.
So there you go. Well done, mate. Ben Robbins is giving you some booms there. Angles Dan saying,
Thank you, Ben.
Is my Leeds boy close to the top scorers chart? Yes, he is, Dan. I think he's either 4th or 5th, Patrick Bamford, in that chart. My turn is going to be tragic, says Dan. I'm sure it won't, mate. I'm sure it won't. We'll sort something out. I won't ask you questions you don't know anything about, trust me. Boomsies, says Dan. Ingrid's giving you some booms, as is Scotty. They're all coming through. Well done, mate. Well done. So, yeah, very well done. 4 points on general knowledge. Now, when you think about it, if we go through the list, let's just go back through, shall we? Let's just go back through the list. James Fullerton, he got 2 on general knowledge, so you're better than Andy Lysett. Martin Pendry got 2 on general knowledge, so you're better than Martin Pendry. Vicky Strode got 2 on general knowledge, so you're better than... See, there's a theme going here. Ben Robbins, he got 4 on general knowledge, so you're equal with Ben. So general knowledge are not easy. They are not meant to be easy. And as I say, this is Football Mastermind. It's not meant to be easy street. So, are we ready? Now, when I spoke to you about the years that you followed Queens Park Rangers, you said sort of between the mid-70s to the early-ish 80s, and then later on sort of 2000 to 2010. So I haven't done anything too modern. I just hope that these questions are going to be okay for you. You're either going to smash it or not know any of them. It's going to be one or the other.
Well, just the way they fall, isn't it? Let's go for it.
Just the way they fall. But anyway, you've got 10 questions, 30 points in total to get, and it's going to be 4 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
You've seen this before, so there's varying point questions for each answer. Question 1 is for 5 points, so it's a 3-point answer and a 2-point bonus. Question 2 will be for 1 point, as is question 3. Question 4, which I think is the hardest question I've ever written in my life. I even thought, literally at 6:15, do I take that out? And I thought, I haven't got time now, just leave it in. So question 4 is worth 5 points. That doesn't give you much confidence, does it? Question 5 is a point. Question 6 is a point, as is question 7. Question 8 for 2 points. Question 9 for 3 points. And if you get enough time for the trickier final question, 10-point question. Okay? So we've got 4 minutes. So rattle through these as fast as we can. Ben, I was saying, are you getting nervous now? No, Nick's fine, Ben. Nick's as good as gold. Right, so are we ready, mate?
Yes.
Again, I will ask you the first question and then I will start the clock. Try and get, as I say, if you're not sure, just say pass. We'll get back to them because you want as much time as you can for the last question. Okay, your first question, and I'll start the timer straight afterwards. Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
Terry Venables managed Queens Park Rangers between 1980 and 1984. Name the club he managed before joining the Hoops and his next 2 clubs directly after leaving them. So that's Terry Venables managed QPR between 80 and 84. Name the club he managed before joining Queens Park Rangers and his next 2 clubs directly after leaving them. Your time starts now.
Crystal Palace before. And then I think he went Barcelona and then England. Final answer.
Okay, question number 2. Queens Park Rangers were the first British side to wear which brand of football kit in 1976?
Admiral. Final answer.
Okay, question number 3. Queens Park Rangers were relegated to Division 2 in 2001. Name one of the other 2 sides to have also been relegated with them that season.
Who else went down? I'll go Stoke City, and I'll have to come back to the other one. Relegated.
Okay, question number 4. 1 point each and a 1-point bonus. Queens Park Rangers were relegated from the Premier League in 2013, having won only 4 matches in the entire season. Name the 4 sides they beat.
Oh, God. I'll have to go Bolton, Swansea, West Brom, Norwich. Complete guess.
Okay. Question number 5. Name the year that an artificial pitch was installed at Loftus Road.
1981.
Question number 6. With the League Cup final this coming Sunday, which League One side knocked Queens Park Rangers out of the competition in November 2020?
I'll have to come back to that, Nick. I can't remember who lost to, but we always lose in the League Cup. Go on.
Question 7. From which club did Queens Park Rangers sign Ray Wilkins from in 1989? 1 minute 42. You've got plenty of time. Do you want to come back to that?
Yeah, you have to come back to that.
Okay, question number 8. Queens Park Rangers have scored 4 goals in a championship game only once this season. Against which club? This is for 2 points.
Don't know. You have to come back to that.
Come back to that one. Okay, question number 9. Queens Park Rangers lost to Tottenham in the FA Cup final in May 1982. Which non-league side knocked Rangers out in a first-round tie in the November of that year?
Which non-league side knocked QPR out of the cup in 1982?
Yep. So they had the FA Cup final at Wembley in May, and then in the start of the next season, they got knocked out in the first round. 43 seconds remaining.
I'll have to go on the next one.
Come back to that. Okay. Question 10. Name the 5 Queens Park Rangers players to have been capped by England between 1980 and 1990 whilst at the club. 28 seconds.
1980 and 1990?
Yep.
David Seaman, Paul Parker, Terry Fenwick.
8 seconds.
Andy Sinton, David Bardsley. I'll go for Glasgow Rangers, Ray Wilkins. And I don't know any
There
others.
is your klaxon. There is your klaxon. Nick, you've done it, mate. You have finished your mastermind. How was it? Was it a struggle or was it all right?
Yeah, that was really hard, Nick. That was really, really hard.
It was a bit brutal, but it's not easy to get these questions. But should we see how you got on?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Should we see how you did? Dave Brayley, evening, mate. Great to see you. Jim Bob, nice to see you here. What's up, Mr. Buckingham? Have fun, sir. We're having fun. We certainly are having fun, Nick, aren't we?
We certainly did. They were some brutal questions in there, though, mate.
Well, let's just see how you got on, shall we?
Okie dokie.
Because once you see the answers, you might think, yeah, I remember that now. But obviously, with the time, is always a time pressure as well. So, Here we go. Question number 1. Terry Venables managed QPR between 80 and 84. Name the club he managed before and his next 2 clubs after leaving them. You said Crystal Palace, correct. You said Barcelona, correct. You then said Spurs. You then said England, incorrect. He was at Spurs before he was at England. But well done, mate. You managed to get 2 points from that one. You didn't quite get your bonus, but 2 points all the same. Question number 2. Queens Park Rangers were the first British side to wear which brand of football kit in 1976? The answer was Adidas, believe it or not. You said Admiral, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. QPR were the first side to wear Adidas.
Okay.
Okay, question 3. QPR were relegated to Division 2 in 2001. Name one of the other 2 sides to be relegated. You said Stoke. You was going to come back, but obviously we ran out of time. But the actual answers was Huddersfield and Tranmere.
I was going to say Huddersfield. Yeah, I should have said that.
Yeah, you would have got that. You would have got your point there. Okay, question number 4. QPR were relegated from the Premier League in 2013, having won only 4 matches in the entire season. This was the brutal question.
Yeah, that was horrible.
You said Bolton, Swansea, West Brom, and someone else that I scribbled down, but the actual answers were Fulham, Chelsea, Southampton, and Sunderland.
I didn't have a clue with that.
Sorry, mate. That was a bit brutal, I must admit. Okay, question 5. Name the year that an artificial pitch was installed at Loftus Road. You came straight in there with 1981. Well done, mate. That was the right score.
Jolly good.
The right answer, should I say. That was question 5. You get 1 point for that. Question number 6 was, with the League Cup final this coming Sunday, which League One side knocked QPR out the competition in November 2020? The answer there was Plymouth Argyle knocked you out this year.
Okay.
Question 7. From which club did QPR sign Ray Wilkins from in 89? You said Rangers. It was Rangers. Well done, mate. Correct. You get a point there. Okay, and question number 8. QPR have scored 4 goals in a championship game only once this season. Against which club? I thought you would have got this because it was only 3 weeks ago. It was Sheffield Wednesday.
Yes, indeed it was. Yeah, I should have got that one.
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday.
I was still working on where Ray Wilkins was coming from.
Oh,
Going, where the bloody hell did they sign Ray Wilkins from?
and that was a 2-point question as well. Now, the 3-point question, I also thought you'd smash it because I don't think any QPR fan will forget this humiliation. Having played at Wembley in May, you were still a old second division side at that point, and you then lost to Vauxhall Motors at Loftus Road.
Not in 1982 we didn't, after reaching the FA Cup final.
Yes, you did.
No, we lost to Vauxhall Motors in 2001 because I went.
Well, according to my sources, it was 82.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. We lost to, I know we lost to Vauxhall Motors because we played at the Diva Stadium in Chester and drew 0-0. And then we lost at home on penalties in the replay at Loftus Road. It was a 1-1 draw and Vauxhall Motors beat us on penalties. And that was 2000. It was the year. It was either the year we got relegated in 2001. In fact, I think it was 2002, Nick, because we lost to Swansea 4-0 in the first round of the FA Cup. And they were in the 4th division. And the following year, we lost to Vauxhall Motors.
Well, would you believe it? The site that I was looking at is saying 1982. I'm now going back to all the others, and it is actually 2002. So you've got the right year.
Yeah.
Look at that. So, as you've got the right year, I don't care what anyone says, you are getting the 3 points for that. Well done,
That's
mate.
very kind of you.
Well done. Well, no, because I've obviously made a boo-boo and you've actually told me the year that they beat Vauxhall Motors. Had I have said, who did they lose to in the first round in 2002, you would have said Vauxhall Motors.
I would have said, thanks for asking that question, Nick. Thanks very much indeed. Just remind me of that nadir in my QPR supporting days, I would have said. And, I'm starting to well up here.
Oh, sorry, mate. So, yes, a complete boo-boo from the question writer there. I will sack him. But
I tell you what, though, that Ian Holloway, I've got to say, he was the man. What he did for that club between when he took over the management from Jerry Francis for the next 5 years, superb. And we've got all the Ollieisms as well, haven't we, Nick?
Oh, of course you have. Yeah, of course you have. Let's move on to question number 10 now. So that puts you up to 11 points. Right, let's just get back to there. Okay. Andy's saying deserves the points. No problem from Andy Lyce here. Well done, Nick, says. Cheesy Curl, welcome. Great to see you. Okay, so let's move on to question 10. Name the 5 Queens Park Rangers to have been capped by England between 1980 and 1990 while at the club. Well, you started to fly and I'm thinking you was ticking these off very quickly. You said David Seaman, Paul Parker and Terry Fenwick. You went boom, boom, boom with those. But the other 2 you didn't get was John Gregory and Clive Allen.
Yeah, Clive Allen got in, didn't he? Yeah, did well.
So you've got 3 points there. So that brings your total, Nick, up to 14 points. So it's not too bad in the grand scale of things.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. And there was some brutal questions going on there as well.
But I think it's really hard with a team like Queens Park Rangers because, the standout moments that QPR have had are so few and far between that you're always going to kind of struggle because anything you ask about them winning anything or getting to the final of anything happens so infrequently, you can't really ask those questions.
Yeah, I know. And it's very difficult to write questions where I'm not completely or always saying, when QPR lost to so-and-so.
Oh, well, I would have been expecting that.
But I wouldn't have done that to you, Nick. I would not have done it to you.
Listen, it's good fun and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, no, that's brilliant, mate. That's brilliant. So, but we've got 14 points. We could have done better. That's probably what was on your school report because it was always on mine. Could always do better.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there
Stop being a QPR fan was on it as well, I think.
But yes, my brutal question number 4. I think in hindsight I should have changed that. So I will apologise there.
One of them. Don't worry about it. It was good fun. I really enjoyed it.
No, that's good. Always good to have a few warm up friendlies of Golf Clash, and hopefully the nerves were all okay. You sounded nice and calm over the air, so that was all good there.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for inviting me on. Really appreciated it. I've really enjoyed it, and thank you to everybody for their good wishes. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Nick. You're welcome. Let me just catch up in chat very quickly. Dave Brady's gone, well done, Nick, giving you some booms.
Thank you, Dave.
Dan, he has the whole background. He deserves 10 bonus points, then deduct 11 points for being a QPR fan.
Yeah. I've had nothing but abuse from Dan all evening, have I?
What you don't expect?
Is Dan doing this?
Dan's real name is
He's
Dan.
down for Leeds United, 14th of July. It's in my diary, Dan. It's in my diary.
Dan's real name is Dan Bance. You know, that's what he is. He's a great lad.
It's all good fun.
Martin Pendry, well done, Nick. I think you should have been given another point and become a member of the Club 15. And Ben's saying, well done, Nick. So yeah, if you want to hold on the line there, Nick, I'll say goodbye to you properly once I've closed the stream down.
No problem.
And so I will see everybody next for the Savannah tournament, which is next week at Acacia Reserve. I'll probably do the early bird round on a Saturday because obviously work, I can't do it during the week while I'm at work. So I will be next streaming a week Saturday, but in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully on the Wednesday evening, but it depends because I know Tony's got young kids and everything. So I will sort out a time, and possibly we might have to do a day shift as well. So Tony Richardson on Newcastle United in 2 weeks' time. So I will look forward to seeing everybody who enjoys their football there. Right, I will leave you, Nick, to say your goodbyes.
Yeah, thanks very much so much for coming in and watching, and really enjoyed it. And thanks again, Nick, for doing all you do with all the streaming.
Thanks, Nick.
Much appreciated.
Right, I will talk to you very shortly, mate. Thanks, Nick. Right, I think you agree, everybody. Nick was a superb guest there. Well done, Nick, for that. So, guys, thank you very much. Much appreciated. As I said before, if I have missed anyone in chat, I do apologise. But yeah, I will see you for the Savannah tournament next week, and then in 2 weeks' time we'll be doing this all again with Tony Richardson. So thanks everyone for being here, much appreciated. We'll see you all again very soon. Thanks, guys.